Hey guys, got some free lumber. A neighbor helped me get it. I've been gone all day doing some road trips and wheeling and dealing. And this is going to replace the horrible, pitiful roofing on the greenhouse. I've got the cleaner wood here, which is going to replace these junk pieces here that are actually quite flimsy and thin. So we'll have and they got a lot of them have bird's mouths, so I just got to get those nails out of the way and pull off the nails on the top, which is a lot. There's a lot of them there, and like I said, I'll use the ones that have bird's mouths and strip them down right away, and then either today or tomorrow I'll get them up there, removing the old boards, and then I want to get the plastic sheeting up. Hey guys, well, my leg is better and it stopped raining briefly, so I'm going to go and start clearing up the garden a little bit here. It's been raining all day. I'm going to gather them all up in one place, and then eventually I'll come by with the wagon and catch them all. And then all the little pieces of plastic and junk everywhere. So, my leg is just a little bit wobbly yet, but it doesn't hurt anymore. I've been taking it easy quite a bit recently, so I'm not limping anymore too bad. There's just a brief, or what, the bare scent of a limp, I think you can see. Maybe you can't. But time to get rid of all this stuff. Been wanting to do this forever, but my ligaments were stretched on the knee, so that was the end of that for a while. And I'll get all this out of here. I don't know if I'm going to break down the electric fence or not. I think it's better to leave it up for the year because it's just going to be needed again next year. But anyway, I'm going to pull all these poles out of here and get all the plastic out and get it ready for the winter. Clean the place up. And the final harvest, I've got a mess of sunflowers. I wish I had gotten them earlier, but they were so far from the house and my leg was hurt. But I've got sunflowers. Hopefully there's no harm done from the rainy weather. We'll take them in and we'll dry them out. I've got some pumpkin-like things. These had grown up by the compost bin on their own. No idea what they are, but they're pretty large, so they're going in with the food, and we'll eat it, whatever it is, and save seeds because they're big. And it was, if it had grown earlier in the year, it would have grown a lot of food, and that's a good thing for self-sufficiency. Out here, I've got the garden pretty much cleaned up. The green tarp I've got to remove. That's the one I was using to cover these pumpkin-y things. And then these four are going over to the greenhouse to be used on the greenhouse. I was trying to work very carefully with them so as not to damage them. And they'll be the interior wall. So there'll be two walls of the greenhouse made of plastic. They'll be the second inside wall. And that'll give us a little bit more of an insulated barrier. So as long as the rain holds off, I'll finish this up here in the next few minutes. Then I've got to figure out where to put the chairs. No need to have them out during the winter. And we're getting it here. We're cleaning it up. Well, it is finished here. This section is done. Got a couple little odds and ends to pick up here and there. A bucket full of rocks that I have to figure out where to keep them. That's the ones I want to polish. I still haven't got a rock polisher, but I want to. Melanie dug up all our potatoes the other day, and she's digging up the onions. We still have some food that we're harvesting yet out of here. And then I've got to put these chairs away, and we're going to wrap it up here soon. So we're getting it before the snow falls. And the rain held off a little bit so far. So let's see what I can get done yet tonight. And the last remains of the chickens. Dumb meat birds. You can see all the green where they were fertilizing the earth. Got the chicken tractor here, but I can't move it on my own, so I gotta get help. I can drag it from place to place, but I don't want to drag it all over the property. So that's gotta wait till I get some help over here. And other than that, we're looking good here. The camper. People don't like my sitting down and talking stuff, so I'm just gonna do. But I've got a plan for that. We're gonna work on that thing. Took me a long time to make up my mind, is why we haven't done it yet. But I've got a plan for that. Out here in the off-grid electronics lab, I've got the Bedini wired into the main battery bank up on the junction up to, oh, forgive me the light there, wait a minute, there, up on the main distribution network. So from there I've got a jumper wire running down and feeding into the Bedini. So that's essentially powered by free energy from the sun, and that is charging these old Autocraft golf cart batteries from Advanced Auto. Now this is, I know some people don't want to see my electronics stuff and I split it off, but this is my daily life. Here's what I've been doing, and I find this quite amazing. A lot of these batteries were pretty dead. They were not high-end batteries and only designed to last a couple years. And I've kept them though. And I had this pair on the Quanta Magnetics Q3 Charge Accelerator, this pretty little device here with all the wires hanging out of it. And that has been sitting there, and I forgot about it all summer. A couple months, I don't know, 2-3 months maybe. I forgot about it. Well, I came out here and it was at 12.89 volts, those batteries. Now those were some of the lowest batteries. And they were at 12.89 volts, so I disconnected them, and an hour later they were at 12.84 volts. So I took the Q3 generator off that and put it on here. Right now I don't have this device tuned yet. I got distracted with gardening and building stuff and all kinds of stuff in the summer. So I didn't finish tuning it, so it's not really doing what it's supposed to yet. I'm going to get back into that soon. But it did something because the batteries are up. Now I'm going to check them in a minute after resting for another day. That was yesterday. So they've been resting for 24 hours. I'm going to check them in a minute and see if these guys are coming up at all. So actually, wait a minute. I'm looking at 10, 11, 12 and a half volts. So I'm going to check it with the digital meter and see where these guys are sitting. Now these were at 10 and a half yesterday, and I didn't have my Bedini motor running for about a month and a half or so. So I've got that on there, and that's going to just run 24/7 until those come back up. So we'll check all the voltages here in a few minutes and I'll get back to you. Okay, sad news. They're at 12.16, but still up from 10.5 after resting 24 hours. These are at 12.34, and these are at 12.25. So everything's above 12 volts now at this time. Of course, that's under charge, that's under charge. That's the Quanta Q3 charge, and that's the Bedini charge. I'm thinking about connecting all of these together and dumping, I wonder what would happen if I dumped the Quanta and the Bedini through diodes. If I put diodes on and dumped the Quanta and the Bedini into the same batteries, what would happen to them? That's a curious thing. Anyway, if I'm putting two different pulses into them from two different systems, what would be... That's curious, huh? The Quanta seems to be pretty much die-hard, and you can disconnect the outputs on that without harming it. So that's a pretty tough device. Now the Bedini over here, on the other hand, if you disconnect the outputs, it'll fry. So anyway, I might do that. I won't bother you too much more with that on my main channel, but that's what I'm doing today, since it's raining outside. Good morning, Michelle. How you doing? What do you think of that stuff, huh? Huh? One day you're going to be batting at it, see? This is a hand, and a hand pushes on things, see? Okay, this is your hand. This thing here. See, you can reach that. Huh? See how that moves? Hey, hello. Here. See how that moves? See how you can move it? Watch. Go. Hey, boy, you get bored easy. Here, right? She doesn't have a long attention span. You're looking at this one. I'm talking about this one. This one here. Not this one. This one. Ah, I give up. We got her a cute little thing here. It has automatic rocking abilities, battery powered, which puts her to sleep. So Melanie turned it off so we can keep her awake for the day. But she likes this thing. It's really cute. We bought it, Melanie bought it secondhand with her own money. So that's nice. Look at that. It's got vibration, and it's got music. Oh, you have to turn it on to have music. On. Oh, you can turn off the swinger, and you can turn on the music. And then there's another music. And then there's different speeds, which we won't waste the battery because we don't want her to go to sleep. Look at this. Alright, back to your regular programming. This is for all the people who want to see Michelle.